Hello, my dear student. How are you? This is Moshad Ali, Assistant Teacher English, Rodalpur TN Vidyapit, Kaligarh, Satkira. Today, my dear students, we are going to start a new class, and our topic is changing sentence of negative sentence. That means we will know now about rule of negative sentence as transformation of sentence. As transformation. So now we know that we can divide negative sentence in two types. One is transformation of sentence, another is conversion of sentence. One is transformation of sentence and another is conversion of sentence. Today we will discuss only transformation of sentence, a rule of transformation of sentence to make negative sentence from affirmative to negative. Especially this class is for the students of the class 6 and 7. Though this rule is very simple, very easy for the students of class 6 and 7. It is generally found, or it is always found in the syllabus of 9, 10. Even in our college level, in their syllabus, there is the reference, or there is the question of negative sentence. That means we find this type of item in college level, in college book. So dear learner, we are entering into the class. Before entering into the class properly, we have to bear in mind that we have to remember that everything will be very interesting if we give our attention, if we pay it on that subject. So now, dear learner, please give attention to my class or concentrate on my class. If you will be preoccupied or absent-minded about this topic, it will be unapprehendable. That means it will not be able to understand my lecture. So now, let us see on the whiteboard. A rule of negative sentence. A rule of negative sentence as transformation. I told you before. So now, dear learner, here, as your time is not wasted, that's why I have written on the whiteboard previously or before. So now, if we follow carefully on the whiteboard, we see that I have written only equal to none but. Only equal to none but. That means if we find in an affirmative sentence the use of only, and if it is told to make it negative sentence as transformation, then we have to use none but. If it indicates any person, that means if only indicates or refer to any person, then we have to use none but instead of, or in place of, or in lieu of only. So dear learners, already we have learned that if we find in any only, and if it refers to any person, then we have to use instead of it none but, as it indicates the person. So now, then next question or next point about the use of only. About the use of only, nothing but. That means while only will be omitted and nothing but will be stated in that place. And now this is the point we have to know where this rule is applicable. That means for this rule is usable. where can we use this method, use this system. We have to know now it. If we found, if we notice in any affirmative sentence the use of only, and if it indicates any object, any matters, any object, any matters, then if it is told to make it negative sentence, then we have to use, here nothing but instead of only, instead of only. Dear learner, if you follow carefully what I am telling to you, I think that it will be understandable to you. So don't frustrate it and listen carefully what I say. Another point, only. Only equal to not more than, oblique, not less than, not more than or not less than. It when we will use not more than or not less than, then only will indicate a number, will indicate any number. That means if we find in an affirmative sentence, any number, which are number 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, 15, etc., then we have to think that yeah, in our question, if it is told to make it negative sentence as transformation, then we have to use not more than, not less than, as it indicating or is referring to any number. So that's why we have to use not more than or not less than to make it negative sentence. Okay. So, dear learner, at the very beginning, I told you about the rules of negative sentence, about the transformation of sentence, and then I have showed you three rules. This three rules is very simple from the very beginning, especially from the class 6 to 11. From class 6 to 11, we try to be known about this point, and I think it will be very clear after my class if you follow my class carefully or attentively. So now let's see example. I have written here, only my father is an earning member of our family. Is an earning member of our family. He is the only earning bread and butter of our family. Here only, if we notice carefully, here only is indicating my father. Only is indicating my father. My father is a person. This is not object, not any number. It is person. It's a person. We realize it. We understand it easily or simply. So here only is indicating a modifying any person. My father. So here only will be omitted, rejected, and instead of only we have to use none but. None but. So none but, then the possible answer and the accurate or appropriate answer will be none but my father is an earning member of our family. Is an earning member of our family. Okay. If you try to write down on your khata such type of question, then you will be able to make sentence in your own way. So I advise you to try with your own accord. Otherwise, you will not be able. Then you will forget it. Next question or next example. This is only a China mobile. If I show you a mobile, you will be able to understand very clearly. What is it? This is a mobile. This is a mobile. We know that China is very famous for inventing or making a mobile phone. This is a China mobile. Clear? This is an example. This is only a China mobile. Here, China mobile is an object. If we follow carefully, only here only is indicating or referring to a mobile, and a mobile has no light. Though its work is very important, its work is very significant and pregnant in every spheres of our lives. Yes, it is not a human. It is rather an object. So now here only is indicating any object. So here we will see that the possible answer is the answer will be that This is nothing but. This is nothing but a China while. That means here only is indicating an object. That's why I have used here. This is nothing but a China while. Then if we follow the next example, we see that my daughter is not more than 3 years old. This is answer. My daughter is only 3 years old. Only 3 years old. Here you find three number. Three number. I told you in your in all of my class, all type of number is adjective. All type of number is adjective. Adjective of number. Adjective of quality. Adjective of quantity. Adjective of number. Then you have to mean that in this sentence we find the use of number, and if we find any number and if it is told to make it negative sentence, then we have to find out that there is the reference of the only then instead of only we have to use not more than or not less than. Any of the two we can use. Any of the two we can use. So now my daughter is not more than. Not more than. Here we can use not less than. So all two words are correct. So now my daughter is more than three, not more than 3 years old. This is answer. Then the next example, only this year is suitable for you. Only this year is suitable for you. Here, only is indicating this year. This is an object. This is an object. It has no lives. This year has no life. So now, if we turn this sentence into a negative sentence as transformation, then we have to use nothing but. Nothing but, as it is indicating an object, so we have to use nothing but instead of only. So nothing but this year is suitable for you. Nothing but this year is suitable for you. So if you carefully follow this example and rule from the beginning to ending, that means from the first to last, then you have to think over what I have told you or what I am telling you, and you have to try to understand. Okay, now if you watched again and again my video, it will be very easy, and this point will be very clear to you to understand for you. So now, dear learner, I request you to practice again and again. I request you practice once again, once more. Then you will be able to be stakeholder of knowledge, especially on this rules and regulation of negative sentence as transformation sentence. So, dear learner, no more today. See you again with another class with another rules of negative sentence as transformation. So now, thank you.